And just like that, welcome back, everybody. Tuesday, October 25th. Charts are doing their thing. It's time for us to do our thing too. Good to see you all. Let's get right into it. I'm Professor Keith, Carolina Keith, Keith the Simp, regular Keith. I hate Keith. Keith's wrong. Keith, there are other people who already told us the bottom's in. What are you doing? Let's talk about it, shall we? Crypto After Dark. It's time. All right. So, interesting stuff to talk about tonight. As you see, I've got the dog in here with me tonight. Fiance's not here. So, hey, guess what? I'm soloing it with the dog. If you hear the clicking noise behind me, that's her chewing on her chew toy. She's going to be a little loud. Ain't nothing I can do about it. So, if you haven't done so yet, go hit like. They're free here. They cost nothing. We're also an hour early tonight. Why? I got to get up crazy early in the morning. Okay? So I can't be up super duper late. I've got to get up crazy early. Typically, I'm up later because, number one, the house is quiet at night. Number two, I have insomnia. So I've already planned to kind of go to bed tonight a little earlier, hopefully, so I can get up in the morning, get the kids out of here. Anyway, let's go say hey to the people who are here real quick, and then we'll kick this off. All right. Shorty Guzman, what's up, brother? He says, I've heard the best rallies happen in bear markets. It's happened to us before. It'll probably happen again. Let's check it out. Crypto Ricardo said, Buonasera, Keith. Your French is good, but how's your Italian? My Italian is negative. I speak no Italian, which is basically a derivative of Latin. I can't do it, bro. Sorry. What's up, Frank? Good to see you. Ron Poteet, Scott Hoyleman, Zachary says, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Let's dig into these charts. Bollinger Band's been warning of volatility, and here it is. That's right. Corey, what's up, brother? He said, let's go. It's going to be great. Frog with the hat. Aiden Ward. Good evening. E. Phillips says, Cycling Cotton. What's up, brother? JD Crypto. What's up? Jeremy says, yo, dog people are good people. She's a dumb man. I'm telling you, she's a knucklehead, bro. First time in forever, probably a year and a half. She shit in the floor while everybody was asleep. The first thing I got up and did this morning, first thing in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, cleaning up dog shit. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. That's not the way you want to start off the morning. But it happened. Norm, I shorted XRP at 468 today. Ooh. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. Isham, what's up? Jalapapino. It's actually jalapapino, but I call it jalapapino because of Trailer Park Boys. Jeremy Monroe, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Manalo Guzman. Tony, what's up, dude? Ayo Smoto. He says, my first live. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Glad to see you here. J 2.0, what's up? Sun Heights, hey fam, but everyone's doing great. I'm doing good. I hope y'all are doing good. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the thumbnail. The battle of the bulls and the bears. Here's what it comes right down to, okay? Are we bullish or are we bearish? Did we break? Are we going north? Are we going south? What's happening? Well, I think it's time now to dig in real hard and see what's going on. Let's take a step back. As I always say, start in the high time frame and let's work our way down, okay? Never ever panic and think you have to start on the short time frames like 2 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour, 15 minutes. You don't have to do that. Let's always start high and work our way down, okay? Start high time frames and work our way down. And we shall. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and pull up. I've got a lot of fibs drawn here, so just bear with me for a moment. I've been at this all day. I can always draw this stuff back, so don't stress on it. All right, so let's go to monthly first. If we look at our monthly chart, we take a step back, we pull all the indicators off, no indicators needed. We just look at the candles that we have on the screen here and read the price section that we have. First thing I see is we're attempting to get back over this 20,000 barrier, but we're still miles down. Miles. When I hear people using the word pump for 3%, what the hell are you talking about? Are you that desperate to make a little bit of money that you've got to start yelling emotional trigger words to make yourself feel better about 3%? 3%. Come on. We can do better than that. As an investment world, we can do better than 3%. I forgot to turn my lights on, so there they go. The good news here is that the monthly is trying to recover. The bad news, this will not be quick. This will not be quick. Many people today messaged me freaking the hell out. Why? Because the charts are moving up and you said they were going down, Keith. Hey man, I said volatility was incoming. I don't know whether the bottom's here or not. I hope for lower prices. Yes. Why? Because I want to buy at an excellent buy-in zone. Is this a good buy-in zone too? If this is the bottom, yes, this is a good buy-in zone. Not certain this is the bottom yet. Okay? One step at a time though. Again, first thing I see here, we've been hitting this top wick of the previous cycle. We've been hitting it. That's not heavy support. All right? The heavier support comes where the candles reverse, not the wicks. All right? Wicks are nice. Don't get me wrong. If you're a fair value gap guy, which it might be more, it's more suggestive on the low time frames. I'll say that. A fair value gap would bring you down to around 12,000 here, meaning that these candles are naked, meaning no candles came and retraced behind them, meaning that you would have a retrace back here to find these fair value gaps and fill in that void of a retrace that hasn't happened yet. Now, historically, the problem is that doesn't always work in crypto. That's why I say it's more of a low time frame thing where the volatility fills those gaps for you. CME gaps, we already know this, but we have gaps down to $9,750 on Bitcoin. As we get to this point where the chart starts to pull down like this and not really hurry up and rebound, it leads me to believe that it's still going to come down some more and try to go down there and fill that gap. It hasn't even really tested it yet. Okay. This box here that I've drawn hasn't really gotten tested yet. Let's pull a fib on this overall here and have a gander. All right. That's pretty darn close. Right there. Pretty close. This fib suggests that we have a range of price where price can bounce back and forth and fluctuate and not be super important. What range would that be? That's between 16,000 and 22,007. Anywhere in that range, back and forth, shows us that price is simply consolidating, building pressure to move one way or the other. Now, we do most of our buys and sells on the daily because that's where the most gains for the best ease of access are there to get. Okay? Important to understand, we chart high time frames so that we can see the big overall moves happening, but we want to go down on the daily, or if you really got time, down on the lower levels, down to 4 hour, 12 hours, something like that. I don't prefer that. And get down there and find the really, really, really sharp buys. This range here tells me 16,000 to 22,007 is Let's dig a little deeper. Let's go a little farther down. That was just monthly. Perhaps there's more to it. And I would agree that there probably is more to it. If we start coming through here and charting our moves one by one, we see this move here, we see this move here, we see this move here. A lot of different moves playing out here one at a time. And it turns out that all these moves were fairly technical. And we can go through those now. I can draw these boxes back later. I'll remove them right now so that they're easy to see. And if you see right here, excuse me, if you see right here, we do have some sort of a breakout happening. We got to find out if that's a confirmed breakout or not. We'll get there. All right. First things first, once this downtrend started, we started retracing. As you see, we had a pretty ugly downtrend from the top to this current bottom. Ran back up, smacked the 50 fib. Let me zoom in there so you can see that. And failed. Failed mercilessly. Fell down to a really, really ugly level. All the way down here. Really, really gnarly fall. Sucked, didn't it? Yeah, it did. All right. So from there, we should be able to pull back from here and see that we had a bottom form down here somewhere. From this top down here to this bottom. This is where it gets a little iffy all of a sudden. where Bitcoin's extremely technical all the way up and coming back down, starts to break down a little bit right here. While we got through the 236 fib, we failed and never really got to 382 here, which kind of throws me off. Perhaps that move never finished itself off. Perhaps there's so much downward momentum on a weekly chart that this is actually a high time frame monthly move, and people are just missing it and seeing the small actions. All right? If we're just looking at trend analysis here and doing basic stuff, do we have higher highs and higher lows or lower highs and lower lows? So we have a high and a low and a high and a higher low, but a lower high and then a lower low. And now there's another lower high forming. So really, until we get a higher high somewhere over here around at least, gosh, what's that going to be? At least 22,000, 23,000, somewhere around in there, and forms a short-term higher high, we don't really have an uptrend yet, do we? What we've got is some sort of breakout. So let's dig down a little farther here and see if we can find out what's going on. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little more here because we're kind of moving along the line here. All right, if I come from the bottom here and I go up to the top, you start seeing the price action play out a little bit more. All right, that's pretty darn close. This is from the top. I'm sorry, excuse me, from the bottom to the top. This was an uptrend, a little mini one. And then we had a retrace. How far did it retrace? It retraced down to Sniper's Alley. What's interesting about this is Bitcoin is pretty consistent with the golden pocket, not necessarily Sniper's Alley. All right. This area here is the golden pocket from 618 to 71, not down here in the red at Sniper's Alley. It's not typical for Bitcoin. I'm going to say it prefers. It's typical for it to go to the golden pocket area in here. Kind of went through that, and it's kind of going back to that same spot now. So these other areas of confluence start to develop. It's kind of stuck in this range here. So it retraced down and did a 786 retrace. It's trying to go back up. Let's pull a new fib. And this time we had a little mini downtrend. Smaller than that first uptrend, which is okay. Pull it down to here. We broke the 236 fib. Clearly, we're working toward the 382 fib. We haven't even gotten there yet. 20,575 is where that fib sits right now. It's still stuck in this range. The good news is it's at least in this range if you want to buy, because this suggests that price at least wants to try to recover. Fair enough? Fair enough. What do we need to prove that this is happening and it's the clear and perfect thing to do? This is where it gets tricky, okay? I really think we need to see a whole week above 20,000. Why do I say that? Because these little mini breakouts kind of keep happening. It kind of keeps slapping 20,000 and getting rejected and slapping 20,000 and getting rejected. Let's go down to daily and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so right here's the 20,000 line in pink. You see I made this really, really big stout run up here and everyone thought we were going to go shooting there, and then it immediately fell off the cliff and came right back. Got stuck under, tried to break here and here and here and couldn't. Tried to break here, actually managed to stay over for a day, 2 days, and then fell under. And then went way back down and tried to break. And then here we are again. This time only, we've broken this trend line, potentially, and we're right back over 20,000 again. Let's put some other indicators up there to see if we're right or wrong. Well, look here. Here's their pivot line. We literally closed dead ass under it just before the stream started here. 2 hours before the stream started. This candle closed dead ass under the pivot. Now, obviously, the new candle's trying to push above it. Let's see if it can maintain throughout the rest of the day. How do we know whether it's going to maintain out through the rest of the day? Let's go even lower here and see if we can see the other candles and see how they're playing out. Do they have an area that maybe needs to retrace to? Do they have momentum? Well, let's see. First, let's pull a fib, shall we? All right, if we're looking very small here, from this peak down to this bottom, let's pull a fib on it. This peak down to this bottom, we are dead ass at the 50 fib. Right here in this area is a downward continuation until this 20,335 level breaks and holds and tests the upper level of 618, 68, 71. This is not confirmed. In fact, this looks to me like it wants to roll over and come back down and test this trend line back here. Now, this leads me to an interesting point. You're going to have influencers who come out and say, hey, everybody, I was first. I'm the guy who got it right. It's me. It's all me. I knew what I'm doing. I'm right. You're wrong. Told you. I'm better. That's cool. Okay, great. I've already learned that trying to win a pissing contest is going to cost you more money than it will make you. People will get tired of hearing you talk. They'll get tired of seeing you brag. They won't want to be around you anymore. Ask me why I changed my ways. And that's why. Because as much as I tried to be a dick and be honest with people, they just didn't want to hear that. Okay? So I had to learn that, yes, you need to be brutally honest. At the same time, no one wants to hear you brag. No one wants to hear you be a badass. No one wants to hear you say that you're the man and you know what you're doing and nobody else does. It doesn't bode well. It doesn't look good, and it doesn't help push anything forward. All right? Let's be careful the way we talk and the way we act. It's not going to get you anywhere to be braggadocious. Every once in a while, it's okay to flex. Don't get me wrong. Perhaps in retrospect, you can flex, right? After the fact, you can flex. Many, many months later or weeks later or in a moment of celebration. In the moment, that's the wrong time to act like that. I had multiple people coming at me today. It's fine. I get it. 3 or 4% is not going to move the needle for me. It's okay. I'm not freaking out. I'm going to sit back and watch this happen. No worries. Don't need to hurry up and buy anything. There's no reason to do any of that. As I just showed you, this is a months or weeks proposition for this thing to continue to play out. And that's at best. That's at best. So relax. Quit freaking out and own this stuff for what it is. One thing at a time, baby steps, don't do anything silly. By the way, now's a great time to tell you. At the beginning of November and all through November and December, our Discord will be 100% free to new members. That's right. All you have to do is simply show up, sign up, and you get 2 free months for free, November and December. Not happy with it at that point? Think you're wasting your money? Fine. Cancel it and move on. No hair off your back. No skin off my back. No worries. You can be a part of our group with us really simply. Right here's our Discord. Continue to Discord. All right. So, no, maybe later. I don't want to do Nitro right now. Right here's our general chat. We had hundreds of people join in the last couple of days. Bunch of bots, but some weren't. Been sharing a ton of charts. If you join, not only do we have all the chart stuff, but we're also going to start doing DeFi again. That's right. What a lot of you guys don't remember is when we first started this group, we developed the DeFi group all on its own. We've been doing this since before a bunch of other people were. I know that seems crazy. We've been doing DeFi since all the way back in 2020. Some of us even before that. So we just started this. We're going to be adding more stuff to it, but we've got a whole DeFi section full of different stuff. CRV, Solana, Curve, FTM. And not only is it going to be DeFi stuff, it's going to be way simplified DeFi stuff. Stuff that you can easily do without having extremely complicated and convoluted plays. It's not as complicated as some people make it out to be. And we're going to show you that by giving you the ability to do some DeFi stuff. Obviously, you're not going to have crazy high, insane yields. It's not how it works. But we're going to give you strategies to help you make more money and save more money on the way. And by the way, there's only one Carolina Keith, If you see other people putting that and trying to message you and talk about asking you for money, get the fuck out of here. It ain't me. I don't want your money. I don't want you to give me money and me invest it for you. I don't touch other people's money. That is not how it works. And on to what we were doing. All right, let me close this. So, back to the action here. I'm drawing stuff. Whoops, sorry. There we go. So, let's go a little lower here, and let's see if we've got momentum. All right, I'll pull this fib off, because we already know about that. We're stuck under the 50 fib. We're stuck under the pivot. Let's go down to 4 hour and look at the momentum there. It's always a good start. Holy shit, look at that. It just shoots from the pivot, blows through 2 other pivots, R1 and R2, and stops dead at R3. Throws a hanging man candle at the top here, showing that it wants to slow down. Then starts bullish engulfing. Does it have momentum or doesn't it have momentum? Let's look at the RSI. RSI overbought on the 4 hour. What if we go lower than that? 2 hour, overbought, similar situation, throwing bearish engulfing, then bullish engulfing, now another bearish hangman. It did bounce off the pivot and go straight through everything though, didn't it? Yeah, not only that, but it blew through all the moving averages at one time. Just like they weren't there. Poof, right through them. Typically doesn't do that. And when that happens, it typically retraces back to them to give them a test. Hasn't done that yet either. So, is that in the cards? If you ask me, yes. I think the price is going to bounce around 20,000 here for a bit. Why? Because 20,000 is a psychological level, and you're going to have that time where everything sits back and forth, and the bears sit there and battle back and forth. That's literally the reason for the thumbnail. Every single candle is a battle between bulls and bears. Doesn't matter how big the candle is, whether it's 1 second, 1 minute, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Always a battle between the bulls and the bears. If you're in an overall downtrend, you can expect that the bears will win. If you're in an overall uptrend, you can expect that the bulls will win. Until we see reversals from those, I'm to expect continuation. So let's see how this plays out over the next day or two. Again, there's no reason to hurry up and panic and buy anything. We've got live streams coming up Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday will be a couple hours early again, just like today was 1 hour early. Thursday will be a couple hours early, so be on the lookout for that. And tomorrow will be the regular time on Wednesday, regular time at 2 p.m. Let's look at total market cap now, because we've kind of went all the way down through this stuff and looking at different stuff. We've only done Bitcoin right now. We've done different time frames, different indicators. One more thing real quick on Bitcoin, the cloud. As you see, we're only in the cloud right now. We are not bullish on the cloud. We only have 2 of the 4 needed pieces. We have lag line over the candles, which is that white line right there. And we have the blue over the red, which is the conversion line over the baseline. The price is in the cloud, that's a no-go. And the price of the cloud is still red. That's a no-go. 2 out of 4 on the cloud isn't quite enough. Even if you were going to buy, you should only buy a maximum of half. Why? Because it's too much risk at this point. It's very simple. It's too much risk. And that's all been so far the USDT chart. Didn't even talk about the CME chart, which looks worse. So it's barely broken out. And this cloud, you're totally under this cloud. You have 1 out of 4 here. So let's be careful. All right. Play it safe here. Don't go throwing all your money in just because it finally did one little break. Be real here. Total market cap. Similar situation with total market cap. Makes me want to believe the... Quit, dude. Damn dog's shaking the whole desk. Stop. Killing me, dude. The whole desk is going, whoa, 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 because she's over shaking her friggin' foot. Damn dogs. Same chart here. This makes me want to believe the BTC USDT chart on the basis of the fact that it slipped into the cloud, right? You've got conversion over base and you've got lag over price or lag over the candles. You still have a red cloud, so there's still no go here. You're still only half what you need. But again, it kind of gives me some leeway. However, what do you see on fibs? The exact damn same thing. Dead smack at the 50 fib. Put the pivots up there. Dead smack at the pivot. I can't express how accurate that is. Look at that. Dead smack pivot. Dead smack 50 fib. Oof. Kind of looks like it's going to get rejected to me. We'll see. It's an important area. And since it's an important area, I'm willing to monitor, not freak out. Just me. I've been through bear markets before. I've been through bull markets before. There's no reason to freak out in either direction. Plenty of time to do whatever you're going to do. Hit the brakes. Sound good? Good. Let's answer some questions real quick. I know I've been going, but it was a big day for crypto, so I wanted to make sure I got my words in there. Crypto Grunt, what's up? Good to see you. What's up? Darth, good to see you. Crypto Trauma, Jeremy. I love the earlier time. Cool, bro. Shorty said I got to rewind. Yeah, it was 1 hour earlier, yeah. Who's that? Says Noise. Good to see you, brother. What's up? Terry. Ayo Smo, been waiting for that free trial. Yeah, bro. Starts up in a couple days, 6 days as a matter of fact. And I'll have the link up there. You'll be able to jump on Launch Pass, sign up, get 2 free months. And if you don't like it, you can go. No big deal, right? No big deal. You can cancel it and leave. Not going to be mad at you. You tried. You wanted to learn some TA, but you got tired of it and didn't want to do it. So you told us to kick rocks. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. But I'm damn sure going to do it for a whole lot less than $40 a month. You can best believe that. Jeremy Monroe says, got antsy this evening, thought about Bitcoin was done, about to roll over and tried to small short, was too early. Oof. Yep, I get it. I also closed all my shorts. In case you guys wonder, I always talk about what I do and what I don't do. All of my moves are over in the Discord, over in Keith's entries. I put everything up there that I do. I closed every short that I had. My shorts were in profit. My 3S tokens were not, so I lost some money there. I did buy another token today. Won a little bit, not too much. Make some of that money back, and I should be able to make it back. Not terribly hard to make that money back. I'm not going to sit and lose all my money in shorts. I'm willing to lose a little bit, and that little bit was enough for me. So it's the way it goes. If you think you're going to win every trade, you're wrong. You need to understand that you're not going to win, but at least 60, at best, 65% of them. You want to win 65% of your trades if you can. 65% is a home run. If you're a baseball player and you hit 650, you're the greatest baseball player that ever lived. Because that never happens, all right? So we have the tools to do that. Be happy with the 65% win rate. Whole lot better than hodling, which is losing 3 years, winning for a year. Losing 3 years, winning for a year. Never getting any of your profits out. Never actually taking advantage of everything you've done. And sitting and being at the mercy of the market. Not for me. Oh, wow. Ariel says, watching from Barranquilla, Colombia. What's up? That's awesome, dude. Good to see you. I got a friend that'll be over in the free trial. Let's go. Awesome. Make sure they're active. I want to see active people, man. Let's get some talking and some words in there and ask questions. The more questions you ask, the more chance you have to learn. Nothing missed. More actions inbound. I agree. Let's see. The best Discord group I've found in 3 years. Thank you, brother. Good to hear those kind words. I appreciate it, dude. We try really hard to give everybody everything we can. We have some new instructional videos coming out soon, right? We're going to try to get some more information out there. I'm going to be chopping stuff up and changing it around a little bit. So I'm trying to re-strategize the way the instructional videos are made into kind of beginner and more advanced stuff for everybody, right? Because there's way more one way to skin a cat, way more than just the way I do it. And I fully understand that. Ethereum real quick. Similar situation for Ethereum. Very odd price action. Broke down, then broke back up. Pushed right through everything that I thought it wasn't going to push through. Similar situation with fibs though. All right, if we pull this fib, you kind of see this already smacked the golden pocket and pushed back down to the 50. Now this is the Ethereum futures chart. Now I'll go to the regular Ethereum chart here. This regular Ethereum chart doesn't look as good, does it, folks? Still under the trend line here. Not great. Did break the pivot like it wasn't even there. And similar situation, ran up to the golden pocket and slapped the 50 fib. Ethereum looks like it's in a better spot than Bitcoin and a better spot than the total market cap in general. In essence, the Ethereum is outperforming the market. There are assets that are not outperforming the market. Which assets would that be? XRP is one right now. However, it's not time to shit on it just yet. It's still over the pivot. It's still trying to form a bull flag here, and pull out of this. If it can, great, because it's going to run up more and take another swing at that trend line, which I think is fully possible. If it doesn't, we're going to get a triple top. And if we get a triple top, that's going to be not good, and that's going to point to more down. As a matter of fact, down to The level I think it will go to somewhere around in here between 32 and 35 cents. And then we'll see about from there, because it could just go sideways for months and months and months. It's done it before. Don't tell me it can't happen. It's done it before. What I don't want to hear about is $100 XRP or $300 XRP or even $10 XRP. How about we break $1 first? How about we break $2 first before we start talking about stupid ass numbers? Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway, thank you all for coming. 30 minutes is all we do on Tuesdays now. Why? Because it kind of condenses everything and makes people want to watch a little bit more. We had 58 people on. We had almost 70 on at one point. That's awesome. Thank you all for coming. I like kind of doing it earlier. Hopefully in the future we can do them a little earlier more. It just really depends, because I do have a family, you guys. Sorry, I'm a family guy. 2 kids, 3 animals, or 2 animals, 1 died. So it's not as easy as just jump on here and do a live stream. Thank you all for coming. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. like normal. We'll have a 30-minute Q&A over in the Discord for all of our paid members. I'm going to come and hang out, ask me questions, and see any other strategies that you may think deemed necessary to talk about. We can do it. Thursday we'll be back. See y'all all then. Thank you for watching. I leave you with this in the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G. It could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. Thank you all. See y'all on the next live. Peace.